Hi, thanks for coming back to the chopping block. Today we're going to do another holster review. Quite a while ago, Vedder sent me a holster to take a look at. That's this one. And at the same time, several other manufacturers had contacted me to do holster reviews. So I kind of did one big 3 holster review, and later Vedder sent me another holster for the Shield. And I've been carrying both for several months now, and I feel more qualified to give an overall opinion on them. So we're going to return to the Vedder holsters and also talk a little bit about the Ulticlip. So this is my primary EDC, whatever you want to call it. This gun gets carried more than any other gun. It's an ugly son of a bitch. You can see I'm not kidding when I say it gets carried a lot. And for a very long time, I carried exclusively in crossbreed holster, the Super Tuck. That is probably the most comfortable holster I've ever carried. This holster is very slightly less comfortable in some situations and maybe even more comfortable in others. So, I'm normally not a big fan of Kydex holsters. They're hard. They're physically harder against my body than leather is. Leather is, skin, and therefore it conforms to your body a little bit better. And the hybrid holsters, like the Crossbreed Super Tuck, spread the weight and the pressure of the gun over a very large area, making things really comfortable. But while the Vedder holsters look similar to other inside the waistband Kydex holsters, there are some really subtle details that make a huge difference. The main thing is that they put a lot of attention into rounding all the corners really well. And at first glance, it doesn't really pop out, but at the end of the holster, where it will dig into your body as you lean over, bend, move, run even, especially when I sit or squat, the front bottom edge of the holster will dig into my hip a bit. And this rounded edge makes a big difference there. It's not just rounded, but they used a sander to radius the very edge of the holster, which made a huge difference. Every single part of it has a very soft, rounded edge to it. They also didn't just put a blank gun in a mold and mold the holster around that. Rather, there's a channel for the slide stop, so you could use an extended slide stop if you wanted to. The sweat guard goes up high enough that the holster doesn't bite my fat folds between the holster and the slide of the pistol. Everything about this is much, much more comfortable than other Kydex holsters I've worn. It also has a fairly subtle channel between the holster body and where the clip rides. That gives a little bit of room for you to tuck your shirt in there if you decide to wear it with your shirt tucked. The clip rotates so you can adjust the angle of cant. And being a Kydex holster, it slides against your underpants, really. It slides against your underpants, your undershirt, better when things start to get moist during the summertime. Phoenix is nasty. And that's the part where the Crossbreed Super Tuck was not quite so comfortable. That big, huge leather pad made a pretty wide area of skin that was really sweaty, and the holster being able to slide smoothly against damp clothing made things a little bit more comfortable in those situations. The main reason this has become my everyday, all the time carry holster is that it goes on and off a lot more easily than the 2-clip hybrid design. And usually with other holsters, that's been a trade-off. It goes on and off easier, but it flops around more and it's less comfortable. And in this case, I didn't have to give up a lot of comfort or stability for that convenience, and that's why I carry with this all the time now. Big, huge props to Vedder for making a Kydex holster that's actually comfortable. But onto the one for the shield. So, all the aforementioned features are still present here. Rounded corners, all of that bit. In this case, obviously it's a smaller gun, smaller holster, but everything scales, and I forgot to mention on the other holster, adjustable retention as well. The main difference here is that instead of the over-the-belt J-clip type holster, this one came with the Ulti-clip, which is a different company. It's a separate product, but you can get it through Vedder's site or on other websites. The Ulti-clip's a pretty neat idea because it allows you to wear your shirt tucked without even a clip going over the belt. So you lever this part up, and as you put it on, your pants slide up between here. Then you clamp that closed against the pants, and your belt goes around over the top of this clip, hiding it. Then you tuck your shirt behind here in this slot, and there's nothing visible from the outside. Of course, like anything, it can print a bit, and you have to wear clothing that is appropriate for that. But it's way more concealable than even other tuckable holsters with this style of clip on them. I've also found that it allows me to carry in gym shorts and other clothing that doesn't have a belt. Of course, if it's very loose fitting, the weight of the gun can still pull your whole pants down. But if you have gym shorts with a drawstring or something and you're just running to the store real quick and you want to carry something, but you don't want to put on the whole Batman utility belt, this makes a pretty good option. If you have any questions about either of these holsters or how I keep my wicked awesome beauty, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for supporting the channel. I really appreciate your constant viewership. Have a great day.
You got
that it's actually almost as comfortable, if not more in some cases, than... Do you see that running? I'm trying to make a video, son. Say hi. Say hi. You're going to be on TV. I love you, son. Go over there. Please be quiet.